this video is going over factoring polynomials when a equals 1. So the steps here are you're going to factor out the GCF, identify your values, your a equals b equals c equals, draw a large x, the value of c goes in the top space, and the value of b goes in the bottom space. Find the magic number, so what two numbers multiply to get c, the top value, and add to get b, the bottom value. And then write the factors x plus and then x plus. Alright, so this is my first example here. I'm going to just let you look at it, and then we're going to do some more examples. So some things you need to really make sure you know, though, is that if c is positive and b is positive, then both your factors will be positive. If c is positive and b is negative, then both factors will be negative. If c is negative and b is positive, one of each. So you'll have, the larger number will be positive, the smaller number will be negative. And then if c is negative and b is negative, the factors will be one of each, where the larger number is negative. So let's look at our first problem. X squared plus 7x plus 10. The first one is GCF. The GCF is 1, so I don't need to factor out anything. My second step, I'm just a equals 1, b equals 7, and c equals 10. You can also just a, b, c. Third step, you put your c at top, and then your b in the bottom. Fourth step, what multiplies to get 10 but adds to get 7? So if 1 times 10 gives me 10, 2 times 5 gives me 10. They're both going to be positive because both my b and c term is positive. 1 plus 10 equals 11. 2 plus 5 equals 7. So my factors are going to be 2 and 5. So I have x plus 2, x plus 5. And that's your answer. Okay, so example 2, x squared minus 11x plus 24. I cannot factor anything out. My label A, B, C. C goes on top, B goes on bottom. My C is positive and my B is negative. So that means both are going to be negative. Both factors will be negative. So my factors of 24, negative 1 times negative 24, negative 2 times negative 12, negative 3 times negative 8, and negative 4 times negative 6. When you add these together, you get negative 25, negative 14, negative 11. And that's what we need. So negative 3, negative 8. So my answer would be x minus 3, x minus 8. Looking at example 3, I have 5x squared minus 5x minus 100. I can have a GCF. I have a GCF of 5. My GCF is 5. So then I will have 5 times x squared minus x minus 20. So I'm going to ignore the 5 until the very end. Then I'm going to label as A, B, C. C goes on top, which is negative 20. B goes on bottom, which is negative 1. So they are both negative, which means my bigger number has to be negative. So I'm going to have 1 times negative 20, 2 times negative 10, and 4 times negative 5. You add these together, you get negative 19, negative 8, and negative 1. So that would have to be your answer, which is negative 5, negative 4. So then I'm going to drop down my GCF, which was 5, times x plus 4, times x minus 5. Okay? Example 4, I have x squared plus 2x minus 15. I cannot take anything out, so I'm going to have a, b, c. Negative 15 and 2. Since my c is negative and my b is positive, my bigger number has to be positive. So then I'm going to look here, okay, I have 1, negative 1 times 15, negative 3 times 5. Negative 1 plus 15 is going to be 14, and negative 3 plus 5 is positive 2. So my answer is negative 3 and 5. Then I have x minus 3, x plus 5. Example 5. X squared plus 12x plus 32. Again, I cannot take the GCF out. So I have a, b, and c. Both are positive, so it means both factors will be positive. My c is 32, my b is 12. So to get 32, I have 1 times 32, 2 times 16. Let me do 3. I cannot do 3. 4 times 8. 1 plus 32 is 33, 2 plus 16 is 18, and 4 plus 8 is 12. So you have 4 and 8, so x plus 4, x plus 8. Okay, I have x squared minus 10x plus 21. I cannot take anything out. There's not a GCF, so I'm going to label A, B, C. My c is 21, and my b is negative 10. Because my c is positive and my b is negative, both will be negative. So to get 21, I have 1 times 21, and then 3, and I said they're both negative. So negative 1 times negative 21, negative 3 times negative 7. That's going to be negative 22 when I add, and negative 10. So it's going to be this one right here. So I have x minus 3, x minus 7. And then x squared plus 3x minus 28. Again, I don't have a GCF, so I have a, b, and c. So I'm going to have, my c is negative 28, and my b is 3. Since my c is negative and my b is positive, my bigger number has got to be positive. So let's see, negative 28, I have negative 1 times 28. I have negative 2 times 14. Negative 4 times 7. Add this is 27, 12, and 3. Negative 4 and 7. X minus 4, x minus 7. Oh, x plus 7, my apologies. If you have any questions, make sure you ask. Hopefully this helps.